Hey guys, big welcome. It's Ottawa Senators franchise here. We're playing NHL 20, and we are in episode number 4 of this franchise. Still in the early going, and we are coming in off of a 3-game road trip in which we swept Vegas, Arizona, and Dallas, and now we will take on the Red Wings, the Islanders, and the Sharks here at home in Canada, Ontario. A couple of items of business. First, let's look at some team stats. We are averaging 3.25 goals per game. That's good for 10th in the NHL. Our goals against per game is exactly the same. That is good for 23rd in the NHL. Power play percentage is 24%, 7th in the NHL. Penalty kill is 80%, 22nd in hockey. Team leaders. Let's look at points first. Artem Anisimov with 8 points is our point leader. Brady Tkachuk and Chris Tierney with 7. Connor Brown and Michael Bodker with 6. White and Chabot have 5. Duclair and Pajot have 4. On to assists now. Michael Bodker and Chabot have 5 assists to lead the way. Anisimov, Tierney, and Zaitsev have 4. Pajot and Tkachuk have 3. Brown and Duclair have 2 assists on the year. Our goal leaders are Anisimov, Connor Brown, and Brady Tkachuk. They all have 4. Chris Tierney and Colin White have 3, and Duclair has 2. Callahan, Hainsey, and Bodker all have 1 goal. And now let's get into game number 9. We are hosting the Detroit Red Wings, who are coming in at 6-3. I think they're a kind of a dark horse, possibly a fringe playoff team this season in real life. Let's see how they do here. Jimmy Howard will be in net today for the Red Wings. Craig Anderson in net for us. He is 4-3-1 with a 3.09 goals against average. First period action with no score. We are at 4:03 remaining in the first period. On the right wing, they'll send it across. And it is played by Detroit. And here is Green. Taken away, Connor Brown. Connor Brown. He will back it out. Connor Brown loses the puck. It is picked up in front by Duclair, and Duclair scores. I believe he went glove side right in front of the net. Ottawa goes up 1-0. 2:11 to go in the first period. They send it around the boards. Here comes Ottawa through the neutral zone. Shot, score. Who was that? 44, Lahoy? No. Lahoy with the assist. It's John Gabriel Pajot. His second goal of the season. And Pajot gives us a 2-0 lead at the first intermission over the Red Wings. We go to the second period now. Here come the Wings on the left side through the neutral zone. They're going to send it down around the boards. It is picked up there by Ottawa. They send it back around. And here come the Sens. Stretch pass out in front. It is Duclair. Duclair! Shot, score. He goes 5-hole on Jimmy Howard. Anthony Duclair, second goal of the night. And we've been waiting for Anthony Duclair to break out here this season, and maybe we are seeing it now. Anthony Duclair on the breakaway goes 5-hole through Jimmy Howard. And it is 3-0. We go to the second period now. 1:30 to go. And Detroit is going to get on the board here. That is Filppula, who scores. It's 3-1 at the second intermission. We go to the third period now. Third period action. It's a defensive zone draw for the Sens. They win it. DeMello has it behind the net in the corner. He'll kick it around. It is dug out there by the Sens, and they try to get it out of the zone. They cannot get it out, and the Red Wings punish them. Franz Nilsson, first goal of the season for Nilsson, comes on a Red Wings power play. 3-2 Ottawa with 7:11 to go in the third. Sens have it in their own defensive zone. They are knocked off the puck. Here comes the Red Wings. Almost taken away, but Bertuzzi has it. Bertuzzi shot, rebound, no. And here come the Sens. The other way, Hainsey will carry it through the neutral zone and send it the other way. And it is still 3-2. 6:26 to go in the third period. On the right wing, Sens will carry it across. This, I believe, is Wolanen, and now in front of the net, Batherson's shot, score. Drake Batherson, second goal of the year for him. It is 4-2 Sens, looking for their 4th consecutive win. And a beautiful play there by Dylan Larkin with the toe drag to split the 2 defenders. 4th goal of the year for Dylan Larkin. But it is going to be too little too late. Look at this move. Very nice. Splits the two defenders, gets right in front of the net. No chance for Craig Anderson to stop it. 4-3 though, the final score. The Senators with the win in game number 9. Anthony Duclair with 2 goals. Craig Anderson with 51 saves. My goodness, we are giving up a lot of shots. 54 shots to 19 in favor of Detroit. What happened there? My goodness. How did we win that game? All right, game number 10. Islanders at 2-6-1. Sens at 5-3-1. And it is our first matchup with the Islanders. And the first chance we'll get to see our backup goaltender, Anders Nilsson. As you see his career numbers there, a career 3.04 goals against average. Thomas Greiss will be on the other end of the ice for the Isles. And we go into the first period. No score, 5:45 to go. Here come the Sens. This is Duclair on the left wing. Duclair. Back to Bobby Ryan. Back to Duclair. And Duclair scores again. 5th goal of the year. He's starting to heat up. Anthony Duclair. It is 1-0. Senators with the lead. At the first intermission, we go to the second period. Sens leading by 1. Here comes Ottawa. This one is loose in the Ottawa zone. They beat out the icing. Kick it around to the left wing to Kachuk. Kachuk. Backs. They wind up on a one-timer. Shot goes wide, and here come the Sens again. Along the left boards, kick down into the corner. Kachuk digs it out. Brady Kachuk back in front of the net. Shot save. Nice save by Greiss. It's still 1-0. Second period, 7:30 to go. Here come the Isles. They carry it across the blue line. Bodker takes it away. Now it's given back to the Isles. Backhand shot goes wide. Lee has it in the corner. He's going to wrap it around back in front. And the shot is finally scored by Lee. Anders Lee, 4th goal of the year for him. We go to the third period, all tied up at 1 apiece, I believe. Third period action. 1-1. We get things underway here to start the third. Lee has it for the Sens. Or for the Isles, sorry. Here is Chabot. Chabot has it for the Sens. Over to Zaitsev. Zaitsev gets it out to Tierney. Tierney out in front. Connor Brown. Connor Brown. Pass, shot, save. Beautiful save by Greiss. And now Kachuk gets it back behind the net. Wraparound shot, no. And a nice defensive stop there for the Isles, mostly by Thomas Greiss. Here comes the Islanders now. 7:30 to go in the game. They'll carry it into the zone. Out in front of the net, and it's Lee again. How did he sneak on the back doorstep like that? Anders Lee, 2nd goal of the night, 5th on the year, and that gives the Sens a 2-1 lead with 7:02 to go. Right, offensive zone draw. It is won by the Sens. Wolanin with a shot. It whistles wide. Wolanin again is going to give it away, and here comes the Senators the other way. And now the defenseman Wolanin steps in. Shot scored by Bodker. Wolanin stepped in and intercepted that puck, brought it through the neutral zone. With some momentum, gets it to Bodker right at the doorstep. We go to overtime. 2:39 to go in the extra period. Here come the Sens. This is Bobby Ryan. Bobby Ryan gets to the net. Shot, backhand save by Greiss. Bobby Ryan has it again. He'll back it out. Bobby Ryan reverses. Hands it back to Hainsey. Shot. No. Bobby Ryan has it. Ryan will circle behind the net. Out to the left wing. Bobby Ryan holding. He's going to shoot. Deflected and scored. And that is your game winner. Deflected in by Chabot. And the Islanders fall to the Senators 3-2 in overtime in game number 10. Anders Nilsson, 39 saves in his season debut. Anders Lee had 2 goals for the Islanders. We lose Nikita Zaitsev to a lower body injury. He's probably going to miss approximately a month. And that's going to be a big loss. He was averaging 21 minutes plus of ice time per game. So that's going to be a big hole to fill. As we head into game number 11, we're taking on the San Jose Sharks. Craig Anderson, 5-3-1, 3.08 goals against average. On the other end of the ice will be Martin Jones, 6-3, 2.75 goals against average, 91% save percentage, and he has 1 shutout on the year. We go to the first period now. First period action. Couture to take the face-off in the offensive zone for the Sharks. He wins it. Back to the point. Here's Evander Kane. Over to Couture, I think. And, yep, Logan Couture with the power play goal as he bounces it past. It was a deflection off of a skate that bounced over the glove. Or the blocker. I didn't see which side it bounced. And the Ron Hainsey penalty is going to end up in a San Jose Sharks score. Here come the Sharks again. 1-0. 13-14 to go in the first. Sharks with they have had the heaviest forecheck I have experienced so far in this game. Sharks keeping it in the offensive zone. Behind the net. Shot out in front of the net, scored. And that is Goodrow. Barclay Goodrow, not to be confused with Johnny Goodrow of the Flames. All right, here comes the Sharks. Again, a rebound right in front of the net, and this is getting ugly. It's 3-0 San Jose. Evander Kane. And his shot was saved, but it was put home by a teammate. I didn't see who it was, and it didn't tell me. 4-on-4 now. 3-0. Here come the Sens trying to get back in this game. Here is Brown. Connor Brown shot score. Connor Brown from the high slot. 5th goal of the season for Connor Brown. It's 3-1. 7:07 to go in the first period. This one sent whizzing over the head of Martin Jones. Here come the Sharks the other way. Here is Melker Karlsson. Karlsson over to Goodrow. Goodrow shot, save, rebound. Save, back out in front. It's still loose in front of the net. And there was nothing but white jerseys right in front of Craig Anderson. And Melker Karlsson jams it home. And the Sens have seen enough of Craig Anderson. Although, can't blame it all on him. The defense, where were they? They had vacated the front of the net and just left Anderson there to dry. 4-1 at the end of the first period. We go to the second. See if the Sens can get back in this one. Offensive zone draw for Logan Couture and the Sharks. Couture wins it. Back to Karlsson. Karlsson's shot deflected into the corner. And here comes the Sharks again. And Evander Kane on the back door. And I assure you that is not Evander Kane's first career goal. My goodness. Evander Kane puts it home, and this one got ugly in a hurry. And we're going to cut our losses and get to the end of it. San Jose blows us out of the water 7-2. And that little winning streak that we had that was up to 5 games, I think, is snapped. Evander Kane with a goal of 3 assists. LeBlanc had a goal and 2 assists. And another injury that we have to report after this game. Jean-Gabriel Pageau is out with a lower body injury as well. All right, we look at the standings at the end of this episode. Toronto out to a nice start, 20 points. The Panthers and the Bruins would be top 3 in the Atlantic. The Flyers, Hurricanes, and the Capitals top 3 in the Metropolitan. And the wild card would be held down by Montreal and Tampa Bay. Obviously, we're way early in the season. But right now, off to a slow start is the Islanders and the Columbus Blue Jackets. And Pittsburgh, surprisingly, a slow start as well. Let's look at the Western Conference before we close this thing down. The Winnipeg Jets, 22 points. Most points in all of hockey. Minnesota and Dallas both at 19 points, right there behind them. San Jose, Anaheim, and Vancouver out in the Pacific. Vegas has dropped. They were 4th, I believe, in the Pacific in our last episode. Now they are last in the Pacific. Although it's all very, very tight. I mean, the wild card is separated by 1 point between 7 teams or more. Yeah, 7 teams. Crazy. So yeah, we're still early, and it is still yet to be sorted out. And not very much separation, especially in the Western Conference. Here, that is episode number 4 of the Ottawa Senators franchise on the Boldy